my name is Melanie Luttrell Grandois, and today I'm going to teach you all about how to build a website that books your ideal client. The goal here is to build a website so that your audience connects and they buy what you're selling. So here we go. All right, so building a website that books your ideal client so you can connect with your audience so they buy what you're selling. My name is Melanie Luttrell Grandois, and I design brands and websites for purpose-driven entrepreneurs so they can run their business with confidence. I was in corporate for 15 years, so I have a lot of experience when it comes to a number of different areas of web design, training, branding, user experience, customer service. So I took a lot of that knowledge and when I left corporate, I decided to start a business and just take some of my favorite things and make a business out of that. All right, so the way that I serve purpose-driven entrepreneurs is through branding, web design, and photography. I take the entrepreneur from beginning of with their logo, defining their brand voice, visuals, mood, color palette, to designing a custom show up website, to then doing a brand photo shoot with them, to basically to transform their online presence. So today I want to talk to you about these points here that are going to help you on your website so you book your ideal client. So we're going to talk about how to make your website connect, how to have clear content, how to build credibility, how to collect, meaning in visitor information such as emails, call to action, and your contact form. Okay, so when you think of your website, I want you to think of it as your online home. So, when you invite someone into your physical home, you most likely tidy up, make sure it looks nice, kind of like in the picture, everything's in place. Think of your website like that. You want people to be able to easily find what they're looking for. A clean layout, design, clear content. You want to speak to their pain points. You want them to come into an organized, visually appealing space, right? So the first part we're going to talk about is connecting with your audience on your website. So the first thing you want to do is to know your ideal client. Who is that person that's going to ideally book services or buy products from you? What's their demographic? What's their psychographic, their beliefs, their values? What are their pain points? Right? Once you know that, then you'll be able to understand who they are and to speak their language. All right, so the next thing you want is to be customer focused on your website. So you think of your customer as the hero and you, the business owner, guiding them and helping them to succeed. So when you're writing your content, your copy, talk more to the customer's journey instead of more about you and your business. It's good to show your credibility, which we'll talk about that later on. But when a customer comes to your website, they're in need. They have a problem, they have an issue, they have a want, and they want to see if your business can handle that. So you want to speak to those needs and issues and show them how that you can guide them to success in solving, giving them solutions. You also want high quality photos. If you have a lot of text, you want to avoid too much text, but if you do have a lot, you want to break it up with photos that show or that are relevant to your business. Maybe you are a solopreneur, so you're a service-based business, whether you're a coach or a speaker. So your photos would kind of show your personality because people are going to work with you one-on-one, so they want to see who they potentially may be working with. So photos that show your personality are relevant to your business and tell a story. Also, you can talk to potential clients, get to know them and their story, and ask specific questions about problems or issues that they currently have so that you can kind of get to know and understand their journey. And then also making your website visually appealing. So your layout, your design, your aesthetics, your navigation, you want to create a website that will visually appeal to your audience. Okay. Also on your website, you want to have a way to collect emails and contact information from potential clients. And you can do this through what's called a lead magnet, an opt-in, or a freebie. So you create this irresistible free offer for your audience where they want to exchange their email address in order to get that. It could be a free training, a free video, PDF guide, But being able to get their contact information will allow you to stay in communication with them and show up in their inbox and have them remember you and market your services or your products to them as well. It's building that community through the email. And email marketing list is a great way to scale your business and increase revenue. You can nurture your audience by educating them, giving lots of value, things that they're interested in, deliver that to their inbox. And then if you ever have offerings or discounts or specials or new service offerings, you can also communicate with them that way through your email marketing list. Also on your website, making sure you have clear content. So you want to show the value of your offerings to your end user, to your potential client. So creating a brand statement. A brand statement, it states what you offer along with the solution and benefits that your clients receive. And ideally, we want this statement above the fold, which is in the first, on your homepage, within the first part before the person ever scrolls on your website. And then also in your content, you want to show the before and after of someone who's worked with you, and then also the transformation that you can provide for your customers. So you want to clearly articulate, what does that transformation look like? What are your clients coming to you with before, and then what are they looking? What's the solution that you're providing, and what does life look like for them after you've solved their problems? So let's take a look at the brand statement formula. So like I said, we want to place this above the fold on your website, and your brand statement, you can make it, this is just a typical formula of how, if you want help in constructing a brand statement, you can make it one sentence. If you need to make it two sentences, but I'll give you some examples. But the brand statement is the service you offer plus the short-term benefit plus the long-term benefit. So if you're a product-based business, instead of the service you offer, it would be the product that you offer plus the short-term benefit and the long-term benefit. And this we want to place above the fold. So what is above the fold? So when you think of your website, right, you think of it as a newspaper. You think of how newspaper stand. Before you ever open up that newspaper, there's a headline and a photo that's captivating and engaging to draw you in and want to make you want to open up that newspaper stand and buy that newspaper. So you think of your website, above the fold is before anyone ever starts scrolling. We want to captivate them with headline, a brand statement, a photo that's relevant to your business, and a call to action, which we will look at. But when you think of your website, you want someone to be able to know what you do and the solution you give, and direct them to work with you before they ever start scrolling. Because within a few seconds is when you make the first impression. All right, so here's an example of clear content that makes a connection. So we have a financial coach, and here is her brand statement. Remember, we said it's the service or product you offer plus the short-term benefit plus the long-term benefit. So this financial coach, her statement is, I create a customized financial plan for families so they can stop living paycheck to paycheck, get out of debt, and enjoy the fruits of their labor. So you can see where I've underlined different things. So the customized financial plan is the offering, what she provides. The short-term benefit, stop living paycheck to paycheck. And then long-term, you're going to be able to get out of debt, enjoy the fruits of your labor. So within that one sentence, she makes a connection. She talks to the problem of living paycheck to paycheck and getting out of debt. But she also shows that she's customizing the financial plan. So this is an example of a really good brand statement that connects to where someone who's in this situation, that's living paycheck to paycheck or in debt, can say, hey, you know what? I want that. How do I start working with you? So also on your website, we want to have a call to action. You definitely want to have a call to action above the fold. And then basically the call to action is going to direct your visitors to take action to work with you. So once you've made the connection, then you want them to be able to easily sign up. So directing your visitors to take action, what is that main action you want your audience to take? And really think about that. Is it buy now? Is it schedule a call? What is that main action that's going to get them closer to booking with you and buying your services? And also, you want to be clear and concise. So your call to action needs to be very clear and to the point. Eliminate any confusion. Confused minds will be very hesitant to buy anything. So, and make sure the call to action, like I said, appears above the fold and on your homepage and appears throughout other web pages. So here's an example of an above the fold. This is a client that I worked with. Her business is Life Journey Genealogy. So I just want to show you before someone ever starts scrolling, they can tell what this company offers. So we have a headline, discover your family heritage, and then the brand statement, our personalized genealogy services guide you in your ancestral search so you can create your descendants' legacy. All right, so it tells you that they're going to help, this company is going to help you track your ancestral search and leave a legacy. And their services, they provide genealogy services. And then the call to action is start my search. So right then I'm like, yep, I want to know my family heritage. I want to start my search. This is before they ever scroll. So also on the website, we want to create credibility. So you want to show your expertise. You know, you started a business because you know you love what you do, you're passionate about it, and you know your stuff. So you want to show that on your website. I mean, I've worked with a number of clients where they had a lot of expertise, a lot of awards, a lot of acknowledgments, even working with really like well-known celebrities and that were relevant to their business, and they didn't have any of those awards, acknowledgments on their website at all. So when you show your credibility, your audience, that starts to build a bridge of trust with your audience. So these are a number of ways to show your credibility. You can educate and inform. So you can show your expertise by creating valuable content that teaches your audience, that educates them. This can be through blog articles, tips, trainings, and it'll speak to their problem and your solution. Also, if you have any awards, recognitions, or certifications, you want to list the names of those awards and recognitions. And if there's logos you can put on your website, you want to put that on there. That shows credibility. Testimonials are a great way to show credibility. Let other people speak for you. You can include photo testimonials, video testimonials. You want to show previous clients who've had an amazing experience working with you. If you've ever been featured in something or trusted by an organization or a business, you want to put that on there as well. So show the platforms that you've been featured in, such as, if it's a podcast, a magazine, newspaper article, then you can put the logos of those businesses you've worked with or those platforms that you've been featured in. Okay, so your contact form. This is really important. Test it. Does it work? So the whole point is you want your audience, your visitors, to be able to get in touch with you when they're ready to buy. So I was looking at a website for a realtor, and he wanted me to just check it over. And it was a great website. I mean, great navigation. It was very well built. However, when we went to go test the contact form, he did not get notified. So I went and I tested it. He did not get the emails. He did not get text messages. He was losing contact and leaving money on the table because people were contacting him and he had no idea that they were contacting him. So I want you to test your contact form today and make sure that you're getting notified in the way that you like to get notified. Maybe it's a text message, maybe it's an email, but just make sure that all your contact forms on your website work. So you don't want to leave money on the table. If the contact form is broken, this causes a business to lose a lot of sales. All right, so be responsive also. So once someone contacts you, make sure you have a time frame of when you want to reply. I mean, reply as soon as you can, but make sure that you're responsive, because if you give too much time between the time they contact you and the time that you get back to them, they may have already found a competitor and signed up. That's happened many times with me when I hire contractors to come to the house. Me and my husband will put in requests for contract work, and some people will call us right away. Others, we may not ever hear from them, and others may contact us days later and we've already signed up. So make sure you're responsive. Being responsive shows that you're organized, and it gives an impression of how you will be to work with going forward and that you're ready to serve. So I want to ask you guys, would you invite your clients into this home? And I can guess that your answer is most likely going to be no. It's unorganized. It's cluttered. You probably can't find anything in here. It's just not appealing. It's not inviting. It's not welcoming. So, wouldn't you want to invite your clients into a home that is clean, organized, easy to navigate, it's inviting, and it's welcoming? So, when you think of your website, you think of your home and how you want to invite your clients. So, just to recap, we talked about building a website that books ideal clients. So, we're going to connect with our audience. We're going to collect emails and contact info from potential clients. We're going to provide clear content that shows the value of our offerings and the solutions we give. We're going to have a clear call to action above the fold. Think about what you want your website visitors to do to get closer to a sale. And credibility. You're going to show your expertise on your website, and you're going to test your contact form, make sure that it works. So our goal here is to wow your audience and invite them into an online home that is built to convert browsers into buyers. If you have any questions, here's my contact information. My name is Melanie, my email, my website, and I'm also on LinkedIn and Instagram, where I do give website tips as well. So thank you.